Hello everyone and welcome back to TSC or Train Sim Classic. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple different mods for this game. As you can see right in front of us, we have a makeshift Siemens SC44 Charger, which uses the New Jersey Transit ALP 45 as a base. But as you can see, it is a makeshift SC44 Charger in the Amtrak Midwest livery. Now, this is made by SEPTA Regional Railfan, and I gotta say, it's not, it works for whatever it is. It's supposed to be like a makeshift. As you see, we got marker lights, we got the headlights, all of that good stuff. Obviously, as you can see, the striping doesn't kind of match up or line up. But then again, like I said, this is just a makeshift until Dovetail or somebody actually makes the Chargers, which I'm hoping is soon. I really do. So, kind of doing a little walk around the locomotive here. Like I said, the striping issue and all that, the paint and the lines and stuff are definitely not straight. Now, here, following this, we have what the mod author calls a Amfleet 3, which is basically supposed to be a knockoff of the Siemens Venture cars, and it is basically a recycled Acela train set, just updated to be able to have couplers and be able to be used on various other trains. So going along with the Amtrak Midwest and these cars, so the cars are made by NYVI or NIVI, I guess you want to pronounce it that way. But each of these have different schemes. So the ALP 45 SC44 knockoff actually comes in a Midwest, which we see here, two different Surfliner variants, a Cascades, and then just your standard Amtrak, I think it's phase 6 that they're going with livery. So the cars right here, there is an Amtrak phase 6 variant as well. The Midwest, which we see right here, a Pacific Surfliner, and a Cascades variant. Now, I'm running the Midwest, so we do have the Cafe, and then these are two cars that obviously we're not going to use on a Illinois Zephyr. These are probably more for like the Hiawatha. But we do have a first and a comfort class. And these are like the one doors. This is exactly what they look like as part of the mod. Now, there's supposed to be a coach car as well. I cannot get it to work. Every other car shows up in game except for the coach. And I have no idea why. I've redone all the geo files. I've put them in properly. I've took them out, re-put them back in. I cannot get the coach to show up. I've only tried the Midwest. I haven't tried any of the other variants, so I might try those and see what happens. But as you can see, Acela Express, that is kind of messed up. But this also does require Fan Railer's Avelia Liberty mod, which basically has a repaint for the Avelia Liberty of the Acela Express, which I'll showcase that in a different episode. And it's also like a physics mod. So this does require that. I'll have everything linked in the description to these cars, the engine, the fan railer mod, as well as the Horizon Coach repaint and the Amfleet expansion pack for the E60 Amfleets, which we are using. Like I said, since I could not get the coach, we're just going to use the old standard Horizon Amfleet equipment. I do got to say, though, it does actually look really nice in place of the Viewliner Cafes. I know the Midwest has had the coaches out for a while. I think they finally just got delivery of their first cafe car. I'm not 100% certain, but I thought I did see a picture on Facebook of someone posted a cafe on a rail fanning group in Chicago. But we do also have an Amtrak Horizon coach. No, this is not the one that I think it's True Rail coming out with, or somebody's coming out with a Horizon coach. This is a repaint of the U34 CH New Jersey Transit, so we kind of have a New Jersey Transit theme going on here. And then this is just like the standard Amfleet coach from Repo's E60 pack with the Amfleet enhancement. Gives it all these different liveries and stuff, which is cool. But let's go ahead and hop in the locomotive here. So today we're going to be on the racetrack. Yes, and you think, yes, the racetrack does end here at Aurora, but that is wrong. So there is a extension to Plano, Illinois, which is the Illinois Zephyr's next stop, made by Rail Charger 05, who also made that Illinois high-speed rail between Lincoln and Springfield, that little segment of the high-speed rail that kind of comes from Chicago to St. Louis, wherever the UP starts. But we'll probably take a look at that one again because I do want to drive the Texas Eagle. But yeah, so standard, you know, ALP 45 interior, nothing too special. Driving 4623. The reasoning for the 3-car train set is because I have been seeing recently a lot of pictures and videos of the Illinois Zephyr just having a cafe car and 1 coach car. And I think I saw one where they're actually back up to 2 coach cars. So a typical older consist, I think pre-COVID, was your engine, a cafe, and 3 cars, 3 coach cars. Now I think it's just 2 and a cafe. But let's go ahead and put this into forward. We got our ditch lights on, desk lights we want on. Let's go ahead and release the brake, which we already did. Let's go ahead and throttle this bad boy up. Plano, here we come. But yeah, it's kind of a shame. I do have the Hiawatha route for the Milwaukee District North line, so I may end up just, you know, making a Hiawatha set out of this. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll probably do like Chargers on both ends, or like, I know recently they've been running with the Dash 8s because the Chargers have been failing, which, go figure. But we shall see. I do definitely also want to showcase the Surfliner and the Cascades versions as well, for both the locomotives and the cars. So we'll kind of be showcasing that here soon. I am not 100% certain how long this video is going to be. I don't know exactly how long it's going to actually take to get to Plano. I know it's a very short distance away from Aurora, so I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see how long it takes us to get there. But like I said, I'll have all of this stuff linked in the description. Here we are passing the Aurora Transit Center. Got a Metro, looks like a Metro waiting to go inbound here. Probably we're waiting on us or something, or who knows. But Plano is the next stop on this train, and looks like we're going to be coming up to a 35-mile-an-hour zone here, so we'll start slowing this bad boy down. I do believe you could have gone this far on the original, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure you could have. We do have that 35 coming up, which I don't think that was a part of it. I think it kind of ended like right after this bridge. We do got a clear indication here, and we're going to definitely take it. Alright, so taking a look here, this is the interior of the Amfleet, which we had shown off when we showcased the AEM7 by Repo. Love the blue seats, you know, the updated seats that they have. And then this is the Horizon coach. No passengers in the Horizon coach for some reason. But like I said, this is New Jersey Transit, so it's going to be a little different than Amtrak's. And then obviously, for some reason, there is no interior for the cafe. I'm wondering if that's because something to do with the Acela. I'm not 100% certain, but there is no interior for the cafe car. Unsure if there is one for the first class, custom class, and coach. I'm going to assume no, but I cannot tell you for sure. So I think this is a little bit farther than where we could have gone in the original. I'm guessing. I don't really remember where the original cut off, but I don't think we were able to go that way. Unless that's for the CN though, isn't it? I think that's the CN. Aurora subdivision. Yeah, that's just going to be a portal leading to the CN. Okay, so that's nothing. But hopefully you guys are having a great day today so far. It's, yeah, just driving an Amtrak Illinois Zephyr down here to Plano. Coming up to a 79 right now. Looks like we got some of the same houses you see on there. Looks like a construction area, possibly building more houses over there. Road kind of ends here, which is kind of odd. Can't even get to, okay, never mind. It just goes downhill. And then it ends. Okay, yeah, that works. Back up to 79, here we go. What's really kind of crazy though is like Amtrak took delivery of these SC44s. I think it was even way before COVID, like I think 17, 18, maybe even earlier. And now they're starting to take delivery of the ALC42 Chargers, which is going to be the replacement of the P42s on all of the Amtrak services. And they have made their way to a variety of different lines at the moment. So they started out with the Empire Builder on training. I do believe the SC44s, when they were trying to get blueprints and trying to build the ALCs, I believe these actually did a test run on the California Zephyr. Didn't turn out too well because they did hit a dump truck, or I think it was a dump truck. During that test run, we got a clear signal. We got a crossing coming up. But they did go on a test run there, and then obviously the ALC42s made their debut on the Empire Builder route, and then they went to the city of New Orleans, and then the Coast Starlight, and then the Capital Limited. Now I think they're also on the Cardinal, the Palmetto, and a couple of the other Florida services. So I'm wondering if the Auto Train is going to be next, or if any of the other, like Sunset Limited, Texas Eagle, or any of the services that go to California are going to be next. I'm not 100% certain. It's kind of bummed out about it because I love seeing the P42s driving on the city of New Orleans, because that goes like right by my house. And now I'm starting to see these ALC Chargers take over, and it's just kind of a sad sight, man, because I grew up with the P42s, and it's really sad to see them go and have the face of Amtrak pretty much be all Siemens, considering the fact that the Midwest is having the Siemens coaches, the SC44s, your new long-distance engines are made by Siemens, and then the Aero train sets that are also coming out. I'm not too sure who they're going to be contracting to replace their Superliner equipment, but that's probably going to be coming soon to retirement as well. I'm kind of surprised though on how they were actually adding the assignments to the Chargers, because I would have assumed the Capital Limited would have been, or the Coast Starlight would have been after the City of New Orleans, and then the Capital Limited, Lakeshore Limited, or the Cardinal, which I think it's on the Cardinal at the moment. And then now obviously all the Florida services I think have them, and Sunset Limited might honestly be next as well. I don't know, but we shall see. Amtrak's also testing some new routes between New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama. I think they're saying something about going up to Minneapolis as well. So definitely some new Amtrak routes coming into play here. Hopefully within the next few years. Hopefully the freight railroads can agree on stuff. And then a thing that happened last year, actually, the high-speed rail, the route that I was actually talking about, Rail Charger made, the Illinois high-speed rail, finally has a 110 miles per hour operation just south of Joliet, and then it goes all the way to just south of Alton. So the Texas Eagle can only go 90, I think, because I think the Superliners are maxed out at 90. But the 110 operation will only apply to the Lincoln service and the Missouri River Runner trains that drive over there. We've got another crossing, man. It's kind of bland out here. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but it's kind of bland, not gonna lie. I don't know if, I mean, Illinois is kind of bland with just, you know, cornfields and houses and stuff, so I'm wondering if that's how it kind of is down just south of Aurora, which is kind of crazy. You know, you go from like the suburbs of Chicago, And then the further you go, you just hit farmland. It's like as soon as you hit Homewood on the Illini services, then you just keep going south towards like Kankakee. Once the CN goes down to single track territory at Stunkel, it's all cornfields, man. It's all flatlands, cornfields. That's it. Very bumpy ride, that is for sure. Very bumpy ride. Also, I did see 301, AMTK 301, the day one heritage unit of the ALC Chargers on the city of New Orleans. I also saw pictures of recently a Siemens SC44 on the city of New Orleans leading it when one of the Chargers, I believe, failed. But I did not see that one, unfortunately. I just heard about it. I think we're coming up to the end here. No, I don't think so. But I did see one of the SD40-2Ws, which has the Canadian cab. Just a random person over there. Interesting. School bus barn here. Trailers and school buses. Very interesting combination. But yes, I did see one of their SD40-2Ws, which has the Canadian cab on it on a southbound manifest train a few weeks ago, which was a nice treat to see. It's always nice seeing the IC SD70s on trains because usually they're paired up together, and I pretty much see them every day. It's always nice to see those locomotives still, you know, pushing on Canadian National's trains when all the other railroads have pretty much gotten rid of all their standard cab road units, and CN's just like, nope, we're going to keep these until we run them into the ground. It's also nice to see that they also have the Illinois Central livery still applied to them. Yes, some of them have gotten repainted, but it's really nice to see the Illinois Central livery. I also saw them working a rock quarry plant in Champaign. A few weeks ago, it was a Grant Trunk Western locomotive with an repainted Illinois Central. I think they're both GP38s, but it was nice to see a Grant Trunk Western locomotive as well that hasn't been repainted. We got some sort of warehouses over there. Not too sure. We got some fields for sure. Definitely looks just like Central Illinois. Not gonna lie. So, you guys have probably already seen it. 164 also replaced 184 as the Phase 4 Heritage Unit. I don't think I mentioned that, but I was meaning to. I'm not too sure why they changed it. I don't know if 184 just kind of went in. They didn't have the proper paint when it needed to go in for a repaint. 164 took over, and I feel like all the Amtrak Heritage units besides 145 and 822, the only Phase 3 units are still the OG units, besides 406, which is the F40 that was used on the exhibit train, which has now been renumbered to 90406. It's kind of weird how the Phase 3 is the only OG units that are still out there. Although I don't know if 822 is active. I haven't seen 145 leading either, so I'm not too sure if those are still active on the roster. I'm assuming they are. I just haven't seen them lead or be on a train in a long, long time. Now we're coming up to a crossing here. Speaking of older power that CN has, I did see some of the standard cab Dash 8 units that they ended up purchasing from the Union Pacific a few years back. It was the ones that were ex-C&W. It was kind of the weird ones that they just kind of patched as Union Pacific. It had like the Union Pacific yellow, and then it just kind of had like CN patches all over the place. I seen those, and then I think it was 2 of those, and then 2 of the Dash 8s that they have acquired from BNSF. Also, when they acquired those from UP, they were both trailing on a northbound manifest train. Not sure if they're going to be meeting the scrapper, because I know CN is trying to get rid of a bunch of those units. It looks like we got some foliage coming up here, or some sort of building. But not sure if they'll be meeting the scrapper, or if they're still going to be using revenue service. Not sure what this is for. Let's go see what we got. It's just some sort of junction. So we are coming up into Plano here. much farther do we even have? Oh, we still got a little bit ways away. Okay. Yeah, gotta say, man, it's nice seeing the older power on the Illinois Central. Also, I just remembered I did also see one of the SD60s that they got from Oakway, the Burlington Northern, ex-Burlington Northern ones that were on lease to Oakway or owned by Oakway on lease to BN, whatever. I saw one of those trailing on a manifest as well behind two SD70s. It was nice seeing 3 different standard cab locomotives on one train in 2024. I do try to take pictures of this stuff. The majority of the time I see these trains is when I'm driving and I miss them, so I can't really stop and take pictures of them, unfortunately. But it is a nice treat to see them, especially out in 2024. Like I was saying earlier, with a lot of these railroads going to PSR and trying to have pretty much the same unit, because like Norfolk Southern's pretty much just going to the AC44 WM locomotives, whatever they're called. Everybody's just trying to look the same. Like Amtrak's looking the same. I know Via Rail's looking the same. They're trying to get the same train sets, and they're kind of in a pickle with their older equipment aging and not having enough parts to repair them and all of that good stuff. Coming up to a 70 here. Not too sure what town that was back there, but it was a neat little town. We got another one coming up here. I see a water tower. Looks like the manufacturing district is right in front of us here. But there was a photo I saw circling around Facebook of the Amtrak Aero train sets. Supposedly are in production right now, and there was a like pre-production photo of what they were going to look like. They look kind of cool, not going to lie. It kind of just has that ALC-42 look. And then the San Joaquin, the Capital Corridor trains, also have their cab cars ready to go. Probably going through some testing here soon. Those are ready to go. And like I said, Midwest, the Venture cars, the Cafe cars seem to be ready to almost be testing to enter revenue service. Are we coming in the Plano station? Oh, that is the station. Surprised it didn't pop up on this thing. We might have to back up to the station. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to back up. I thought it was going to pop up on this thing, but I guess it did not. Or pop up on the HUD, but it did not. Well, guys, that was basically the extension of Plano. Not much. It does give you a little bit more portion of the route if you don't want to just, stop your Amtrak trains at Aurora. You can stop them at Plano. It does give it a little bit more realistic instead of, because usually the Amtraks aren't going to stop at Aurora. And yeah, very cool indeed. Let's go ahead and back this train up here until we just get our locomotive on the platform, and then we'll go ahead and just kind of head down this way and see what's down yonder. All right, we gonna be good to stop here, or what's the case? So the cafe doors do open. They don't have stairs, so nobody's going to be entering through the cafe. And one thing I love about the Amfleets is it's realistic. The stairs go up and everything. It is very cool. Although I do wish the lights were a little different, because on the horizons, once the doors are shut, the lights turn red, and when the doors are open, they're green. Which I thought those were going to be brake status lights. I'm pretty sure that comes from the Amfleet Enhancement Pack, because that happened on another train that I was testing out for a future stream. So I'm wondering if that's part of the Amfleet enhancement pack. Quick little station stop here at Plano. But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought of this little expansion pack. I'll have, like I said, I'll have links to everything in the description that you need to run this. The route you can find on the Steam Workshop as well, but I'll also have it linked. I don't really think there's going to be much of anything down this way. I think it's just going to be scenery. A very raised crossing. I do love this interior, though. I really, really do. I think the tracks just pretty much end after this. Yeah, they do. Yep, they just kind of end. But yep, we got some buildings over here, some different plants and whatnot. And yeah, guys, like I said, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Anything you need to know, like I said, is going to be in the description. Social media, links to all this stuff. Everything will be down there in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I will catch you guys here later. Take care, everyone.